Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the J Lounge. Of course, you guys know I am your hostess with the mostest, Miss J, aka Miss Simone Jackson, here to bring you guys another wonderful episode of the J Lounge. Of course, you guys know the J Lounge is a celebrity-based podcast show where we talk with singers, actors, directors, you name it. They all come down here and they all have a great time. I am very excited to be introducing my next guest. She is definitely a rising star. She's a rising singer, songwriter, and social media influencer as well. She reached out here to be on the Jane Lounge. I am super excited for her to give me your time and be able to introduce her to my audience. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to Kaylee Lauren. Hi, Kaylee.
Hi, how are you?
I'm really great. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you so much for being on here. I really appreciate that. And I mean, I appreciate you giving me your time. I'm super excited that you were able to reach out, and I'm glad to have you on the show.
Thank you.
No problem. Well, I'm going to go ahead and fire the first question at you, Kaylee. I want to know what began your passion for singing?
Ever since I was a child, I loved being super creative. I acted, I sang, I danced. Yeah, I just always loved to express myself with creativity, and singing was definitely one of the main things that I was like in love with, and I just loved sharing my voice with my family. I would always be the kid that wanted to get all the cousins together and create like a show at the family dinners. Like I was always super, I loved to just perform. So ever since I was a kid, I kind of knew that I wanted to pursue my music career.
Love it. Love it. And I love those cousins that just want to just go ahead and dance and sing for no reasons. They are the best. They bring the best vibes, the best energy. So, yes, I love that. I really do. Going on to the number two question, describe your sound. How would you describe your sound, Kaylee, as a singer?
I think my sound consists of like dark pop influence, pop. I definitely am leaning more towards the dark pop genre right now. I'm writing a lot of confessional, vulnerable, deep lyrics. And I really think that songwriting has a lot to do with my sound as an artist because I love to, portray all these beautiful lyrics that are so deep and emotional and confessional. And yeah, I think that's like something that any of my fans would take away from my music as my sound by listening to my lyrics and the way I convey what I'm going through. Yeah.
I love that. And I love that it's dark pop because, no offense, I love the pop bubbly, good old pop song, but I am starting to lean toward the darker pops. Like I really, really been listening into Billie Eilish. Because at first I didn't understand the obsession. Then I listened to the music. I was like, okay, I see it. I see it. I think I'm becoming a fan. I think I'm becoming a fan. So I definitely like the fact that you're leaning towards that. Um, Genre of pop because I think that genre of pop's a little bit more interesting, a little bit more fascinating to explore, and a lot more personal.
Yeah, definitely.
So definitely love that. Going on to the next question, name three people who influenced your career and why.
Yeah, I think one is my dad. He supports me no matter what. He makes me feel really valued as an artist and as his daughter, obviously.
Mhm.
I think as far as an artist that I look up to with her music and her lyrics, I really am loving Nessa Barrett right now. I love her music. I'm going to see I'm going to see one of her shows for her tour in March, I think, and I'm super excited. I just love her lyrics and her vulnerability that she shares with all her fans through her music. And probably the last person is my brother. I think he really supports me as well, and he makes me feel really loved as his sister and always loves to hear my new music and is really interested in going in the studio. And he actually recorded some vocals on my last single, My Heart's Not Yours. He actually did some like background vocals.
What? That's cool.
Yeah, yeah, I thought I really wanted him to have some part in that song. It was such a like I love that song so much. It meant so much to me, and I just thought it would be cool to have different vocal layers, not just of harmonies that I made, but maybe some of my friends and family. So I had my friend Ava do it, and my brother and my producer. So it was cool.
I love that. First of all, shout out to dad, shout out to the brothers. Yes, being supportive, being amazing. I love that. I definitely feel connection there because my brother has definitely given me my tools to do my podcast. So I love the fact that your brother is also supportive and doing background vocals, and that's pretty awesome. That's like a sibling bonding moment right there.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. And to see Nessa Barrett, that's huge. She's also a big rising star, and to be able to see her in performance, that will be really cool. So definitely
Yeah.
keep the J Lounge here posted on that because I would definitely love to hear how that concert goes. All right. Going on to the next question, Kaylee. For first-time listeners of your music, what song would you suggest they listen to really understand you as a music artist?
I think Not Enough. That is my favorite, probably my most favorite song that I show people when I first meet them, I guess. Like, I always like, when you meet someone and you show them your Spotify or your music,
Hmm.
Not Enough is definitely like the one that I show because it is so vulnerable. The lyrics are what I'm honestly the most proud of with that song. I think
Hmm.
that feeling of insecurity that I felt and those deep lyrics that I wrote down that day that I wrote the song, there was just some magic between that because it's a beautiful song. So many people have related to it. And I just think that deeply shows my feelings, my songwriting, my sound. I really just, that is what I want my music to sound like, that kind of sound, that kind of vulnerability, like I said. And yeah, Not Enough. Definitely check it out. It's my favorite. I love it.
Yeah, I definitely agree to highly encourage my audience. Go here, stream Not Enough. Definitely sounds like some really powerful lyrics. It definitely is about insecurities, which we all, face on a daily basis. So it's nice to have a singer, definitely put those in her lyrics in a very rare and vulnerable way. So people can connect to that because, we all struggle with it. So it's nice to be able to connect with someone who definitely knows what you're going through. So kudos to you for the lyrics. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Kaylee, I want to make sure my audience follows you, streams your music. Where are you on social media?
I am on Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, YouTube, everywhere. Kaylee Lauren. My social media handles are Kaylee Lauren underscore. And yeah, basically everywhere. You can stream all my music on all streaming platforms, including Spotify, Apple, Amazon Music, YouTube, all that. So yeah.
I love the Pinterest. I mean, because I honestly not a social media platform that I expect you to say. I love Pinterest. That's like honestly one of my favorites. I'm on it 24/7. So yes, yes, getting some love for the Pinterest group. I love it. And I definitely highly encourage my audience. Make sure you stream Kaylee's songs and music on all music platforms. Definitely check her out, support her. We definitely want to hear more of her for sure. All right. Going on to the next question. What future projects or future music are you working on right now that you can just give a little dish about to J Lounge audience?
Sure. Yeah, I am working on three new songs right now. Two of them are basically finished. I really, really am in love with this new music. I think this new version of me, I guess. I'm
Mhm.
healing, I'm in my healing era and I'm like writing a lot about my new perspectives of relationships in my life and I'm just so excited for people to hear it. Like it's definitely my best work yet and I'm sure
Ooh,
that I will
yes.
say that every time I come out with a new song. But yeah, I love it. I'm working really hard in the studio every week, and I'm also working on a really cool project that I could share now. I am creating like this YouTube series called Studio Diaries, and it's basically going
Ooh.
to be behind the scenes in the studio, what it's like to write my music, produce my music, what it's like recording vocals. I just thought that it would be like a unique way to share something like that with my followers because I was like looking at my favorite artists and I was like, what is something that I would love to see from them? And I would love to see their like studio time and how they write their music and their
Yeah.
process, right? So editing it. I'm editing it by myself. I'm very excited. I used to like love doing YouTube when I was a kid, so I'm very excited to start posting more on that. But yeah, I just think it'd be really cool for my followers to see that kind of inside scoop of the music production world.
I think it would be too. I think it would be too. It's rare that you get to see, music artists. I like to see in their natural habitat in the studio, creating the music, letting everything flow. I think I like seeing those parts of documentaries of singers just because it's watching an artist at work. And that's to me, I love seeing that, whether it be singing, acting, cooking or whatever, seeing an artist at their work, perfecting it and honing it is always a fascinating thing to see because everyone's progress is different. You're not going to see the same thing in a music studio. Every music artist has a different way of doing it. So it'll be really interesting, as you just said, for your followers to see how you do your process.
Yeah, I'm very
So
excited.
yeah, that's gonna be exciting. And you're glad that you're editing it yourself. Yes, that's what I love. I love because I'm telling you right now, editing is not my strong suit. I failed mass communications because of the editing part. It's just not my forte. So the fact that you can edit your own YouTube, all power to you because I do not have that skill. I do not have that skill. All right. Going on to the next question, Kaylee, what goals do you hope to accomplish in your music career?
I really want to go on tour this year, and sure, I would love to open for an artist or even go on my first headline tour soon. I definitely want to travel to other states and play shows there. That would be really cool. I want to hit 100,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. That would be like amazing. And 1 million streams on Not Enough. I'm so close. We're at 850,000 right now. So,
Oh, so
like,
close.
the next, yeah, I'm very excited. It's like my dream. And, you know, it's really cool. My inner child is very proud of me.
Yes, as they should be. And yes, I love the goals. And I hope that my audience, definitely stream Not Enough. Let's help, Kaylee get 1 million because that is an accomplishment. So let's definitely, stream that song. I highly encourage it. She highly encourages it. The world highly encourages it. Do it. Just do it. All right, just got a couple more questions for you, Kaylee. Going on to the next one. What passions do you have outside of music?
Ooh, I'm really into interior design. I love finding any like platforms or games that I could just build homes. I'm really like, as I said, I love being creative and I like designing like future dream homes, or I'll find a house on Pinterest and like design it. It's very outside of music, but I love it. Like I've done it for since I was a kid. I used to like play games, like small games, and now I've kind of developed it a little more. But yeah, I love doing that, and yeah, probably that's the biggest thing.
Look, I interior design is fun. It really is. I wish I definitely did interior design more when I was in high school because it is a lot of fun designing different houses. I do the same thing for Pinterest, check out a house and go, you know what? If I could just switch up the inside, this is exactly how it looked like. Yeah, yeah. That used
Yeah.
to be, yep, that used to be my favorite pastime. Oh, absolutely love it. All right. Going on to the next question. What's been the best song you think you put out so far and why?
I think, like I said, Not Enough just holds a special place in my heart because I wrote it at such a horrible time in my life when I felt so bad about who I was and, how I felt about my body, and more so how I felt about like my body and my mind, and the intrusive thoughts that kept coming in really strong and making me believe that I wasn't good enough for anything. And that the fact that I turned such a dark, horrible time into something so beautiful and something that people can relate to has just given me so much peace in knowing that I could turn around such horrible pains that I've gone through to help other people, you know, grow through what they're going through, I guess. So, yeah, it's just, I love helping people through my music and making them feel understood. And I think it's validated.
Mhm.
hundreds of thousands of people, including myself, this song. So, yeah.
Mhm. Absolutely. Yeah, I can definitely relate feeling the same thoughts of intrusiveness of, not liking your body, not liking who you are. And especially in, now in 2023 where social media is super hyping and you just see all these perfect flawless images everywhere. So it can definitely get, you're definitely feeling bad. And I'm so glad there's artists like you that's turning that around and turning it into a positive and helping people feel seen, feel validated because, not a lot of stuff was brought up, back when I was a little bit younger. So I'm glad that this generation now can freely talk about it without shame, without guilt, and can connect with other people who feel the same way. I think that's really powerful.
Yeah. I
Absolutely.
I agree.
Absolutely. Hmm. All right. Going on to the last question for you, Kaylee. Name three artists you would love to collaborate with and why.
Ooh, okay. I think number 1, probably Nessa Barrett. I love her music, like I said. I think our styles are very similar and lyrics, everything. I think I take a lot of inspiration from her, and it'd be really cool to collaborate or even open for her on a tour one day. Yeah. Madison Beer would be another one. I love her style. I love that she has a lot of old influences in her music. Like her new song was like a cover of a song by the Turtles. I love like old music, so I just love that, and I want to try to incorporate more of that kind of style, oldies like 60s, 50s, 70s style music into mine. So I definitely take inspo from her, and I would love to collab on like a song. Um, and probably I really love Genevieve Stokes right now. She is a smaller artist, not that small, but like
Mhm.
I feel like she needs to be heard by more people in the world. I love her music, and it's just her lyrics, her melodies, they're so good, and I definitely recommend checking her out.
Oh, absolutely. I love the choices, especially Madison Beer. I love Madison Beer's music too. Especially some of her songs that definitely, make me feel like a boss. And there's some, songs that make me feel emotional. So she could definitely make you feel like all of that while
Yeah.
having, the older style influences that she's had. So yeah, those are all really great artists. Really are. Really are. You have amazing influences and speak into existence that, that you might be able to open for Garrett one day, into existence. It might happen. You never know. You never know. So yeah, I think that would be great. I think that'd be great. And there's all really great choices. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Kaylee, you are such a bright spot in the music world that definitely is needed. I was really excited to be able to speak with you. I know my audience is definitely going to connect to you and your music, and I just appreciate you giving me your time today.
Thank you so much. It was nice to meet you.
Yes, virtually. It was nice to meet you too. Absolutely. And I'm definitely looking forward to more of what you do and your music and how far you're going to go because you're going to go super far. So that's no doubt.
Thank you.
No problem. No problem. Of course, I highly encourage my audience. Make sure you follow and stream Kaylee Lauren's music on all music platforms, also social media, and because we definitely want to hear more of her music and definitely want to connect with her more. So make sure you guys do that. Support her, give her a shout out, and stream the music. Especially Not Enough. She is 200,000 away from 1 million. We want that 1 million. That's what we want. Y'all stream it. Let's get it done. Let's get it done before summer. Let's get that 1 million before summer. I think that can be possible. I really can. So all right, everybody. Well, of course, you guys know I've been your host with the most, Miss J, aka Miss Simone Jackson. I'll be back with another great episode of J Lounge 2 here soon when I thank my amazing guest, Kaylee Lauren, one more time for joining in. And until then, I hope everyone has a beautiful day, and I'll be back soon.